morning. Before I update you on the communication of the week, I would like to communicate to the parents of the children of our generation. Although I may not be your teacher or your children's teacher in the classroom, when they go to recess and they go outside to the world of bugs, bees, birds, and trees, I am there. Because teaching doesn't just happen inside of the classroom. Teaching happens when your child feels the freest. You have my solemn pledge and my word that when you are home or at work or doing what you need to do to take care of your household, I will take care of the children, their hearts, and their imagination. I will treat them with dignity and kindness and respect and scolding when necessary. I understand when they are in the class getting educated. But when I am around, I will make sure to treat them as kindly as they are my children from my own womb. You went through the sacrifice of your body or your time to cater to them as babies and as young lights in this world, only for you to hand them over to a system that does not understand your sacrifice. I may not be the one sitting there in the class teaching them their ABCs, but I sacrifice my time to volunteer for free to assure the safety and the kindness of your children, to introduce magic and imagination back to education. And I don't just do it because I'm getting paid to, because I'm not. I do it because you can get lost in the system and your sweetness can be drained from you with absence of understanding. So I look your children in the eye with respect because I would never hurt them. I greet them with kindness and wave because I love them, irregardless of if you birthed them or you didn't. I respect their boundaries. I respect their hearts and their souls. Not just because no one did it for me. Not just because people overlooked me. Not just because the adults around me treated me as disposable. But because it is a human right for children to be treated like they exist. Because they do. And their hearts must develop in an imagination situation, otherwise we will lose them to capitalism. To who has the most prettiest shoes. And their words will hurt each other. And they will grow up with complexes that can't be fixed with a simple therapy session. That catering to the imagination will help them heal traumas that they didn't know that they will have when they get older. And they will not run to alcohol and drugs, and they will not run to promiscuity, and they will not run because the imagination has been catered to in education. Now, I can't go to every school in the world, but if I could, I would. I'd give every child 1 year, and I'd train teachers and other education officials to be kind. But you have my word. As long as I am here in flesh, in this body, to continue to change their idea of school. That it is not a pipeline to a prison, but it is a way for us to plant the seeds in the earth and allow those seeds to grow into beautiful adults who are trees, mighty and strong in their foundation. Now, I'm not talking to your bodies because sometimes I feel judged. Sometimes I feel judged by your parents because I am a child in my heart. And I can't be a child if the parents are looking at me and calling me weird, okay? But I will talk to your souls here. Every one of you, your souls, to let you know that it is my duty and it is my honor to look after your children, especially after all the shit that's going on in the news. Especially. So I put my little vest on, my volunteer vest, and I hold it up with a little bit of respect. Because I know that I'm making a difference and it's not a job to me. It'd be great to get paid so I could take care of some of these bills, but I'm not doing it for that. I'm doing it because I love your kids. And I love my daughter and my son so much that I would stop the world, remake it so that they can live in a better environment. Every day, Angel's dad gets up at night to go hang out with felons and murderers and rapists, and he makes his sacrifice to keep at bay the dogs and wolves who seek to devour our children. And I get up as much as I can, even if I'm on dialysis, even if I don't feel good, even if it's raining, to go and hang out with your kids. Not because somebody told me to clock in. Now I say all this to tell you, if you have a contract that you want me to sign to take care of your babies while you're at work or while you're off, I will sign it. And the contract is between our souls. That when I'm away, you take care of my kids, but when you're away, I take care of your kids. You be kind. You treat them with dignity. You don't dismiss their culture and the things that they love. You don't make fun of their food. You don't hit them. You don't teach them to hit. If you fear that their imagination is drifting, you bring that to our communications in any way you can. Because they cannot live in Eden if their imagination is scarred. They must believe in Santa. They must believe in fairies. they must believe so that they know when they are older that the impossible that is pointed out to them from society is possible. Now, I may not go to school to be a teacher, but I am a mother first. I'm a mommy. And the comfort that they need in a chaotic environment, I will settle their souls with kindness. Sometimes it's hard to discipline children who act out for attention. And sometimes that attention is just being seen and communicated to with a smile and a warm heart. To the news to update you guys on some things that you're worried about. And we will go from there. Thank you for coming to Mother Does the News. The first topic is going to be on Jackie and Shadow. It seems a few of you are concerned with Jackie swallowing something and Shadow limping. With Shadow and his excursion in dealing with the ravens, he got a small sprain. So he's limping a little bit, but that doesn't stop him from being a great provider. If need be, we will intervene because we have the resources to do it. But because we do not wish to upset the paradigm of Earth, we will allow Earth to heal Shadow currently. Here is a message from our Father, channeling in. Hey kids, I'm alright. Just a little sprain. Nothing a little boot can't fix. I've stopped flying as much around and just go to get food. As you can see, I like to sit on my perch, watching the children and Jackie. I will heal in a few days and you'll notice it. Don't worry, kids. I got this. Nature is at my feet. I love you all. Cheers. Dad. Ding. Thank you, Father, for your communication to the earth. Now, Mother. Hey, I've been run ragged. Stop, Jackie. Jackie, oh, I'm tired. I'm watching the kids all day. Stop. I'm sorry, I'm just kidding. I am a little tired, but that's the sacrifice that comes with being a mother of two beautiful kids. I had a dream last night. They were both boys, but I thought one would be a girl. But they opened their heart chakra and they healed me. It was a beautiful dream. Thank you. I also want to say my throat has been really sore. And it's been healing, but because I've been squawking a lot, it's been a little bit hard, but thanks to a little bit of fish, I feel like I'm getting better. And a giant eagle from the school gave me a little bit of candy, and it helped me. Thank you. Thank you, sir. But I'm fine. I just poop it out another day. Don't be concerned, little doves. Everything is fine up here. How's it down there? Got any concerns? I'm here to help. Love, Mama Jackie. Love you guys. Ding dong. Ding dong. That was a message from Jackie Sun and Shadow Moon. Ding dong. Boom. Now, back to communication on my earth. So as you guys know, I volunteer at school, right? And I have a friend. His name's Will. He's a paraeducator, which he helps children with disabilities, to adjust to school as normal. He was really sad today, and it hurt my feelings yesterday. He had applied to Toronto on a PhD program. He sure did. And that stupid school rejected him. They rejected him, and it really hurt my feelings because he's such a good musician. He loves learning about it and teaching about it, and I think he deserves better respect. So I asked Jesus that he would get my friend Will a new job, or a job at the school that pays him enough so he doesn't have to move in with his parents. He's been doing as best as he can. He got his degree, and then he got another degree. And now he's getting a doctorate degree. And if he decides to go into getting another degree, he should be able to. So shame on you, Toronto, for rejecting my friend Will. He's such a good guy, and he's kind. And he was crying, so I gave him a really big hug. And he started tearing up, and I wanted to wipe his tears away. But I decided, maybe that's too intimate. I don't want him to be sad, but I do it with any of my kids. Well, I hope that whoever has a PhD program out there that my friend Will can go to, it'd be really good if you make him an offer from me, for me and him. And I want to see him smile again and be happy and tell me, guess what, Z? I got into a PhD program. Tisk tisk to you, Toronto. Just like I know you to be. A little bit egregious. Since you have that one guy who likes little girls in that town, and you let him run around like he's the King Tut. Shame on you. And to my friend Will, I know you think that I don't notice you at the school, but I do notice you, and I find you to be kind. And if you ever need anybody to be friends with, I'll be your friend. Next up, to the ladies who have decided to put on the cultural event for our school happening tonight. I hope that your event turns out to be magical and that we could do it every year. It would be really fun. I'll be there tonight if you guys decide to come and support our school and donate so that we can have better stuff at our school. It would be great. If not, I understand. To the people who work in the office, I want you to know that you make a difference. Your consistency and your kindness make for a better environment for the kids. And they always have somebody they can go to when they feel sick at the nurse or need to talk to at the front desk, or go to the vice principal or the principal if they feel that they really need help. And giving them jobs at the school, like patrol safety officer and things like that, help the older kids to develop responsibility. Thank you for your understanding. To all of the art docents who are parents, thank you for going into the classroom and teaching the children that art is important. And to the lady who did the Basquiat work, I really love your aura. And you remind me of sunshine. Thank you. To the children who are trying to put on a talent show, I hope that you guys get organized enough that we can have a talent show before the end of the year, because I would love to be there and support you guys. Thank you. To the children who like digging into the ground, we will be accepting donations of crystals. Any kind of crystals that you can donate, we would really like it, because we're going to be putting them into the digging area so that the children can have proper understanding of finding beautiful stones in the ground and becoming archaeologists in their mind, or using it to continue to promote their love for nature. To the bugs and the animals and the birds at the school, thank you so much for coming to visit us. The baby eagles that stop by at the school, we see you and I say hi all the time. To our resident pelican or seahawk or seagull, George and his wife and family, thank you for coming to stop by the school and standing on top of the building. I notice you. To all the birds in the yard, thank you for taking care of the pesky bug problem or the pesky worm problem. Even though Sherman the Wormin always comes back, we know that you know not to eat Sherman the Wormin and his wife and his family. But all the other ones, have at it. To the deers of our nation who like to come and visit, it'd be really cool to have you at school. It would make for a better understanding of nature. Thank you to all of the animals who come by. I also want to give a shout out to the chimpanzees and our fellow friend at Peter Kirk. I'm blanking on her name because I forgot, but she knows who she is, and if I remember her name, I'll tell her. Thank you so much for coming to the school and being there before I was even there to introduce myself. I would also like to send a strong shout out to Hosey B and ZB. If you see bees all around the school, just know Hosey B's family is going to be moving into the area. Hosey B and ZB are going to be moving into the area, so we might see an increase of following activities: bees, butterflies, snails and foxes, as well as surprise visitors that we will take video of and post online. Thank you. So this is the update in our world, in my world. I will not be updating you on political and stuff. I will not be updating you on the world around you because that world to me no longer exists. The only world that really exists is my world, the world that I create. We will be seeing bluebirds pretty soon, and I will be posting them online. Hello! This is a shout out from Ethiopian Eritrea Environment. Please keep in mind, just because they are a Christian nation does not mean they don't come with faults. Everyone knows with heaven and the energy that they treat their young girls, we also need to be aware of the foxes in our own environment, regardless of the play of their religious values. We have to protect our children, and that's first and foremost. Because the future no longer exists if we are in a world full of sourpuss adults because of their childhood being very, very rough. So it is our job as parents to take care of our kids. Thank you. We will be accepting for next year new transfers to our school. So if you feel that this would be a great area at Peter Rabbit town called Kirkland, we would love to accept you. But also keep in mind, that you must respect our rules, respect our schools, and respect our environment. Because we are trying and continue to create heaven on earth. One day we can expand this town to the whole state of Washington. But for now, we start small. Thank you. Up next on the environment, I would like to propose a current draft of consciousness. I will not be shifting consciousness without a grand approval of everyone, online and where I am. Depending on your animal's code, you can petition the universe by writing a note and putting it under a tree to rename our universe. I've received several renaming adventures for our town, including the Great Atlantis, Heavenly, as well as the Irish colonies. These three have been submitted by some of our friends all around the world. Thank you so much for submitting to the trees. We will be receiving visitors, some of you to your front door, some of you from the sky. Please do not be worried. Some aliens are just friends of mine sending you a conversation. In order to absorb you into our world, we first want to take you off of the old server and place you in a new environment. Thank you so much for your cooperation. Next, I would like to say, Dear Andrew Hosier, John Byrne, would you like to live in our environment? You want to hang out with me? You want to hang out in my town? It'd be really cool. It'd be really cool. Okay. Just give me a second. Gulp. Okay. Dear Andrew Hosier Byrne III, do you want to come to our town and hang out? We know we can just get coffee and just be friends for a long time until we figure out you love me. Until you figure out you're in love with me. It's just an invitation that I'm extending from my world to your world. Would you like to combine your worlds? Amen. Thank you. Thank you. I would also like to extend an invitation to both Noah Khan, even though all your shit is expensive. Your t-shirts are expensive, your hoodies are expensive, your concert tickets are expensive. Why you gotta make so much money? Are you giving it to the kids? Are you using it for cancer research? What the are you doing over there, bud? Is it that expensive for the East Coast? Damn. I would also like to extend an invitation to SZA. Why? I think you're so cool. I don't like celebrity culture, but I think you're a bug that I'd like to hang out with. Kendrick Lamar is already here. He's Bugs Bunny. So, his consciousness is already here, so don't you want to come hang out with me? In my universe? Anyway, there's a few other extensions of invitations that I would like to make, but I would like to take time to think about it. My friend Amber and her husband Brandon and their daughter Paisley Baisley. I would like to extend an invitation. And when I have enough money, I will just give you all the money so that you can move. I know you like your home, but I really think you will like it here too. Heaven on earth, we're trying to create. Thank you. The next thing that I would like to address is Hawaii. Hawaii is going to be going through a transition, and I will continue tonight to update you on this. But please keep an eye on the Hawaiian Islands. Thank you. The gnomes are coming back. The gnomes are coming back. Thank you. Unicorns are coming back. Thank you. And Bigfoot is coming back to Oregon and Washington. Thank you. That is the end of our news segment. I'm your host, Mom, Z, Jackie, Son, and I'm your host, Dad, Shadow, Moon. Please consider the kindness to our culture, which we will be making up together. It would be really cool to have a powwow here in Kirkland and invite me. Thank you. In order for us to create a new moon, we have to do a powwow ceremony at night under fire. If you know the Ethiopians, they love fire. They love burning fire. And if you'd like to join the powwow, because today's National Powwow Day, I learned from a native crossing guard who helps us cross the street. Today's National Powwow Day. It'd be really nice to Have a power. Thank you. That is all. Have a wonderful day. I love you all.